welcome back to the channel. So today we have something brand spanking new from EMAX. Alright, so hang on to your socks, bruh, cause it's about to go down. Chaw, man, we're about to pass us a good time, yeah. Fresh out the mail, we have something brand new from my good friends at EMAX, okay? This is something that has just hit the market and they sent it to me. I'm very thankful that they let me do this video because no one has it yet. So they're entrusting me to give a good solid review on this product. And let me tell you, I am thoroughly impressed. So let's get down to it right now. So what do we have down here? Let's take a look. So we got proxy. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Oh my goodness. It is another FPV combo, but this is just a little bit different. So this is based off of the original Tiny Hawk. But what it has now is it comes with everything you need ready to fly. So let's check out what's in the box and see what they have to offer for you. All right, so first off, it's in a nice little box. Let's get this top off. Oh, it's nice and sturdy. All right, so first up, we have the little manual and support. So if you need to get the manual for it, a little card. And then we have some stickers, which they give you all the time. And then they have a disclaimer and precautions. You might want to read this if you have never done any type of FPV stuff before. But if you have, throw it out, because you already know what it is. Fresh into this box here, let's see what we got. So this is this drone. All right, that is your new Tiny Hawk. Can we get a good focus on there? Yeah, we can. All right, so the drone. We got the drone. All right, we got the drone. Let's put the drone right there. All right, so what else we got in the box? We got a nice little charger here. All right. And let's see. We also have a cable for your Tiny Whoop here, because you can plug it in. And then let's get rid of that. And let's see what we got here. Oh, we have, see, this is the E8 transporter, not transporter, E8 transmitter. And let me tell you, I've come to like this guy quite a bit. It's very nice in your hands, right? And it doesn't feel cheap like some of these other ones that I'll show you in a minute. So we've got that, we've got the transmitter, and then this little bag of parts we'll show in a second. And then we have the transporter goggles, okay? These are some really good goggles, by the way. Some people will probably disagree, but as a beginner kit, man, these goggles really kind of just really blow away a lot of other ones that I've seen or tried. So look, check it out. We have the transporter goggles, okay? So comes with your standard, you know, stick antennas. So we'll just toss these guys on, just screw them on nice and easy like, and that's it. All right, so, and what the thing about these goggles is they will expand to your face, okay? So there's these notches That's the second notch. That's the third notch. So there's like different depths for your vision, for a child, for a teen, for an adult. So there's that. Now also, the cool thing about these goggles is that they come off, okay? Now, if you're out in the field and you want to like show somebody or watch somebody, you can actually do that with these goggles, and they work really well. So the other thing about these goggles as well is that there's this little mount right here. Now, what I'm gonna show you is pretty much the way that I typically fly this little setup. So let's see what else we have in this little bag here, because they do give you some other accessories and whatnot. So this is the little attachment. It's basically like a GoPro mount, and it mounts to this guy. Okay, so you stick that in there, like so, comme ça. And you take this little dude here, stick him right there, and you stick that up in there. Bam. And see, it's not gonna focus yet because I'm moving so much. And then bam, there you go. You got that dude right there. So then you take him and you can slide it right in that slot, just like that. And then your monitor mounts right there. So that's the typical configuration that I like to fly it in, because the goggles don't really fit me very well, but I'm also very used to using my own goggles after upgrading to digital. So this is a much simpler setup to actually fly, and you can literally, it's not heavy at all, and you can hold it, fly, and you can see what's going on here, and no problem whatsoever for me. Like, it's typically, I love to just hold it and be able to fly it. Outside, it's a little bit harder to see like this, so I will use the goggles. And I don't have a problem with using the goggles. It's just this is more comfortable to do. I typically fly it around with my little niece, and she runs around the house chasing it, or vice versa. And it's just easier for me to watch, and you know, I can fly it stably and watch her run around, and you know, it's just a very good experience that way for me. So that is what you get in the Easy Pilot Pro kit. So what their main objective is with this kit is a better ready to fly kit, a better beginner kit, I should say. One other thing is that to make this a more budget-friendly kit, the DVR is not on this. There is no DVR on the transporter monitor. And to be honest, that's not really a big deal. If you're just flying this thing around the house, you know, the DVR, whenever you get this low in quality, it typically does not look that good, and it's very scrambled and whatnot. So in order to keep this a more budget-friendly kit, they actually just took it off. And the upgraded Tiny Hawk 3 Ready to Fly kit, it does have the DVR. And I can show you some footage of it. It does not really look all that great recorded onto there. And that's another reason why it's such a budget-friendly kit. Now, the other thing about this kit is that they have improved the original Tiny Hawk. Now, I will show you an original Tiny Hawk, which I have right here. So my buddy let me borrow this so I can show you guys the difference between them, because there are a few very good improvements, because the original Tiny Hawk was already a great flyer in the first place, but they've made it a little bit more rugged and a little bit more user-friendly for a beginner, because the beginner is going to crash a lot. Now, one of the things that you remember about the original Tiny Hawk, I'm sure if you had one, is that this camera is very, very loose. So when you wreck, as soon as you crash, you have to come and adjust your camera, or it's gonna wiggle, or you're gonna get jello in the flight. So one of the things they improved on that is they made the camera mount rigid, and they fixed the camera angle. Now, I wanna say it's probably like 20 degrees or so, which that's a really good flight angle. It feels very good. It feels very, very, very sharp, very navigable. Like, man, it's a great, great product. So let's put these side by side and you can see the difference between the both of them. This is the original, and this is the new and improved. You notice right off these guys right here. I mean, look at that. That's gonna be more rugged. That I honestly think is gonna help a lot more people right off the bat. I haven't broken my Tiny Hawk 3 yet, and I fly it. If anybody sees my freestyle flights, like, they're crazy. I don't hold back. And when EMAX sent me this, I didn't hold back. I was like, you know what? We're gonna fly this thing. You know, I had to get used to flying in stability mode again so I can show beginners how it flies. But man, what? Okay, so, and this thing flies just like it. So, I mean, they did a really good job with this. I really do think that if you bought one like this, you will not be disappointed. Now, the price point, I'm not exactly sure yet because this is such a brand new product that I don't even know. They just told us that, you know, it's going to be in the middle of the Easy Pilot and the Tiny Hawk 3. The thing about the Tiny Hawk 3 is that it's more of an advanced kit. It's much faster, it's lighter weight, it's durable, I will say that. I've flown this thing, I can't even tell you how many times, how many packs I've put through it and wrecked it and crashed it and, you know, all that. I've never even changed the props yet. I mean, I've had it for a good 2 months and I've been running it almost every day. I have 10 packs, so I just run them. And it's a very, very sturdy machine. But I can tell you right now that this guy right here will withstand a lot more than the one that I've been flying for the past couple months. So what I will say is that the flight differences between the two here, they're very, very close. I would say that the original Tiny Hawk that comes in this kit in particular is a little slower, and that's not a bad thing, okay? Because they can get squirrely and they can get out of control. So being slower actually helps a newer pilot control it much, much better. Because when I started out, I was flying something this small with no camera, just line of sight. And I tell you what, it's like, it would get out of control quick, like I tell you what. So being a little slower and a little heavier actually is something I like. I mean, I don't like super fast drones. I like to go fast and I like to throw them around and be crazy with them, but I find a lighter weight drone just doesn't fly good for me. But with that being said, some people are gonna be like, oh, that thing's too slow. I don't know, I can't do nothing with it. Well, look, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say that you can sit here and do freestyle with it like a 5-inch drone. No, it's not gonna happen because it's a tiny whoop, okay? That's what they're meant to do, just fly around cool little tight spots and do some really things you can't do with the big drone. So, the Tiny Hawk Easy Pilot Pro, bro. So, but yeah, let's think about anything else. Oh yeah, you can use the transmitter as a controller inside of a simulator. Very seamless. Plug it in, you're good to go. Drone controller, sim controller. I mean, that right there is worth it. And it feels good. I like it. The gimbals ain't bad. Are they cheap? Yes. But are they terrible? No. This is what came with the Easy Pilot original. This remote is terrible. I'm not even gonna lie. It's freaking garbage. It feels like a toy. So I'll be glad if they get rid of that, because that no. And also the goggles that came with the original Easy Pilot, they're more for like a child, I guess, because now you can use them. I mean, they're usable, but if you look at them, they are definitely smaller. Let's see if they use. The screen's definitely smaller, and I mean, you can adjust the things and stuff too, but like, it's not nearly as good. So I'm glad. Oh, keep poking my eye. Keep poking my eye on this thing. Keep poking my eye on this thing. All right. So it's definitely not as good as what they're offering with this new kit. So I'm sure it's going to be a little bit more pricey than the original, which, I mean, let's face it, you're getting better quality for a beginner product, which I think would keep more people in the hobby longer, and they'll be more satisfied with what they get. Because honestly, I'd be very disappointed if I bought this as my first one and I was like, what? But with that being said, I am a little bit more of an advanced pilot. That's not something that I would need. I would need something more like what they sent me a couple months ago. This guy. This guy is awesome. Like, I love it to death. It stays in my car with me. Take it pretty much anywhere. If I can get HD on there for my DJI goggles, I would be freaking stoked. So yeah, so this one's gonna stay with me almost all the time now too, because I want to give a really good, follow-up review on it, how it's holding up, and see if it's, how it's doing for everyone else. Because it's a cool drone, man. It's freaking cool, man. All right, can't think of anything else to say. So, yeah. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Thanks so much for hanging in there and watching. Go ahead and check out the EMAX, Easy Pilot. Oh, I said EMAX. Ha! So check out the EMAX Easy Pilot Pro. I'll probably have a link down below. So go check that link out, and that will help me out. It's an affiliate link provided by EMAX. Thanks, guys. And that'll help get a little bit of funds my way to help keep these videos coming. And if you like them, subscribe, like the video, and hit the bell, because the bell is gonna let you know when I post more stupid videos. Also, give it a share. If you think somebody might be interested in a drone product like this, just give it a quick share. It helps people that may not know anything about these guys that might be interested. And yeah, so I'll catch you guys on the flip.